Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today is the first edition of Hypotheticals, the group podcast. We got...
Yeah, sorry, no, I was trying to... You had some problems with the mafia, and now you're a prisoner in a room. You have three options if you want to be free. The first option is that there is a gay security guard at the door. He also has a degenerate gambling problem. You can choose to gamble with him, and if you win, you're free. If you lose, you take it up the ass.
But since Krishna's been doing jiu-jitsu, I think you should take number 3. I think you have a chance.
Polar bear.
I guess the bear.
Fight a polar bear.
Let's say you're creating the perfect girlfriend. Famous or not famous? You get to choose. What are you looking for?
If she's actually like famous, we could go to Dubai right now and go to the Palm Jumeirah, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're famous. Yeah, come, free room."
You can get $10 million. If you take the 10 million, you're given a marble, and if you lose the marble, you die.
I think it'd be even more interesting if it's like you get 10 million and you keep the marble, but like there'll always be 10 people in the world who want to steal that marble off of you at any given time.
Krishna, if like say Trudeau was sitting here on this podcast, would you fight him?
How much do you guys value legacy?
Very much so.
And you would still not be remembered. You would still die not being remembered.
Would you rather save 10 lives or look like Krishna?
I feel I'm halfway there. All right.
Should guys pay for every date?
You're put in a weird position if you're like expected to pay. Even if you're not being used, you feel like you're being used a little bit.
You shouldn't have to pay, but you probably will pay.
No, I agree. It shouldn't be a set rule.
And I also think
I'm going to tear this apart, but just go.
why
Have you got your question ready?
Question?
Do you know what you're gonna ask?
Bro, I haven't done anything, bro.
Are you gonna do your homework? What's going on?
I didn't think about a single thing, bro. Why is Krishna there?
You got to come up with one on the spot then.
Krishna, when are you gonna start the
Yeah,
ladder?
Krishna, just get on the pod, bro.
Yeah, it's fine. It's chill.
Yeah, pull up.
Are you going to get disowned
Limited
though
time.
by your parents if they see you eating beef?
Hey, they don't have to tell me.
Why did you ship? Why is that
Impossible.
Maybe east way.
You can't tell us beef.
Nah, bro, I was at work where my
don't like
manager
free
was
money,
hella
bro.
like not letting me be on my phone.
You couldn't take a bathroom break?
Bro, you literally sent me a what? You didn't even send me a screenshot, bro.
Have you tried like testing the mic, seeing how it will be for the
I'm going to
other
be
people?
doing this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do we do like raise hand if you want to speak?
Can you? No. Just speak, and then me and Dick Sean will just make sure we're. Obviously, don't talk 6 people at once because no one's gonna hear anything.
No one's gonna follow.
Huh?
Yeah, this is going to be hard to coordinate.
Where everyone talks at once.
Okay.
We could like harmonize.
Can you
We'd have
reach
a-
Chris? Will the mic reach Chris?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the VOV podcast, Voices of Vic. Today is the first edition of Hypotheticals, the group podcast. We got.
Yeah, sorry, no, I was trying to.
So we only have 2 mics. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of this. Dick Sean's gonna be doing a lot of the same. Hopefully it picks up well. So how this works, we're gonna give some introductions first, but I'll give an introduction to what this is. Each guest on the show here comes in with a hypothetical question or a funny would you rather. Reeb's prepared his already at work, and we're gonna spend 10 minutes per question going through talking about what an answer might be. Might get vulgar, might get crude, might get offensive, so viewer discretion is advised. But why don't we start with some introductions. Arib, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. My name is Arib. I'm a second-year student in econs and political science. Yeah, just
You could have just said I'm Arib.
what, bro? I'm trying to let them know. Like, remember this face. All right, that's all I'm gonna say for now.
For the future.
Big things come.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to introduce yourself. Okay, I'm Bruno. I'm also a second year student. And I'm Carter's neighbor. Yeah, we share bathrooms, so we're pretty close.
I'm Krishna.
I'm Dikshant. I've been here before, so I'm going to just pass it on to...
To Chris. I'm also in that same bathroom as Carter and Bruno.
All right, beautiful. So you know the 6. Obviously, Dick Sean and Krishna have been on the podcast before. And we're going to start with Reeb's question. So you have a notes pulled up. I'll let you read this.
Okay, so I wrote this down in work at my call center job while slaving away. But here we go. So, you had some problems with the mafia, and you're basically like they're really not f***ing with you, and now you're a prisoner in a room. Okay, you're a prisoner in a room because you're really pissed off with mafia. You have three options if you want to be free. Okay, the first option is that there is a gay security guard at the door. He also has a degenerate gambling problem. You can choose to gamble with him, and if you win, you're free. If you lose, you take it up the ass from him. Okay? That's your first option for freedom. Okay? You're playing blackjack. So yeah. Okay? Number 2 is you have to swim through a pool of shit for 1 hour, where you have to swim with your eyes and mouth open the whole time. So you will guaranteed get E. coli and like all those diseases.
Dude, who's picking 2 over 1, bro?
Wait. There's a third option.
You spent a good hour on this question.
Wait, no. And then yeah, so okay, that's the second option, swimming through poop. Okay, and then the third option is very simple. It's just fight a polar bear with your bare hands. No armor, just that. So yeah, that's the question. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to Chris on this one for the first answer. What do you think, Chris?
I'll go first. I'm taking the first option. I'm gambling.
Are you gambling or are you like? Are you just more of a
Gay, I'm gambling.
Chris is a big gambler. The way I see it, like the last 2 options, you're dead.
Yeah.
And I'm also.
You'll survive the poop. You'll survive the poop pool. Like you'll just like have to swim through poop. That's all it is.
But you get a bunch of diseases.
Yeah.
Not that you can't.
I think it's pretty firmly the first choice.
Go hospital for a week. You're good.
For which one?
For the poop one. Well, yeah. for the poop one. For the poop one.
I think I'm taking option 1 as well.
Yeah, I think that's a clean slate.
Did I make that too easy?
I didn't make that too easy, but there's a 50% chance that nothing terrible happens.
But since Krishna's been doing jiu-jitsu, I think you should take number 3. I think you have a chance.
Polar bear.
Against the bear.
Fight a polar bear. Dude, you literally. Okay, listen, Krishna. He's the only person here that does any martial arts, right? You just take the back, you insert your arm, insert rear naked, and like, look, if they're strong, it's fine. But like, you lock in the rear naked, have good technique, get your hooks in, you're good. Like hypothetically, right? You should be okay.
How old is the polar bear?
Juvenile.
That's dangerous. That's a dangerous age. So okay, wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, so wait, what are you saying? You're saying 1?
For 1.
Dikshan, what do you think?
You know, I think I'll also go with 1. It's a pretty easy, I would say, 50-50 odds. The worst that's gonna happen is you lose your anal virginity. That's all it is. Yeah, it's like off your to-do list, you know.
What are the?
Yo, don't put that in.
Let's up the stakes, right?
Wait! Before you up the stakes, I want to know what are the technical details. Not to get too vulgar, what are the technical details of this?
I think we go to the next question.
Can I just say one thing? It's on Dikshan's to-do list to get it done to him, not to do it.
Whoa!
That's what he just said.
Alright. I'm going to take a step back. What are the details of the bad side of losing that 50-50 bet?
No, you literally just get this is like a big fucking like bodyguard, bro. Like he's going to.
I understand. For what? Like 10 seconds or what?
No. Like a session, bro. Like.
But like, haven't you heard like the bigger?
Hold on. Let me make this a little bit less easy. It's blackjack, but like it's like a rigged house. Like the casino always wins. Yeah, so it's really like an 80-20. Like
For who?
for the 80% chance like that guy's gonna get what he wants.
But like also, the bigger they are, the smaller they come.
Whoa, what?
How do you know that?
What do you mean by that?
There's a stat.
Oh my god.
Well, I just want to hear this stat.
I don't know anything more than that. I just read it somewhere. So I'm gonna take that chance.
The sources independent journalism.
Independent research. Your own study.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't know. I would still go for the 100%, the first option. I think like the odds, no matter what it is, it's much better than swimming through. Even if it's like a 99-1, I think the first option for me.
I don't know how long we've been on this question. Does anyone? I have a watch, but I didn't check it.
About like 7-8 minutes.
Okay. I think we're at a consensus here. I think we're taking the bet. Let's move down. I guess we'll do me next.
Yeah.
My question's much simpler. It's more deeper in thought.
That's good because the last one was intellectual. That was pretty deep.
The question, I think, is like only a few words, but I'll put it longer for the podcast. Your girlfriend. Many of these people are in successful relationships, as many of these gentlemen. You have the option. Let's say you're creating the perfect girlfriend, like you're choosing all the what are they called? All the like ticking all the boxes of what you want from the perfect girlfriend. Characteristics.
I refrained from answering this question already.
Okay, no, don't worry, it's good. You get down to box 183.
All right.
Famous or not famous? You get to choose. What are you looking for in a girlfriend?
Let's go.
Let me think.
Wait, hold on. What does famous come with like perks of being famous? Like, if we travel together, we get to go into like those cool ass lounges, or like literally just like they're just famous, but like you don't get the other stuff.
Just how a real famous person would be living life. Your girlfriend, I don't know, she blows up on TikTok or some stupid shit, and she is officially a celebrity.
Depends on what they're famous for.
Yeah, well, TikTok is like that's TikTok.
I mean, you could be like making educational videos to become famous, or you could be, you can be a content creator.
What celebrity educational video maker do you know?
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye.
I think I have an answer. So I think famous. I think you get a lot of the perks, but I think a lot of the things that people like would be scared to date a famous person about, I think are kind of like stereotypes. I don't think it applies to like people think they're like really full of themselves, really like self-absorbed. I think like, if you already like know that person and they like blow up, I don't really believe they would like change that much, and you get like a bunch of free shit, and like you got to go to the red carpet, and like I'd probably be famous too for like being her boyfriend. Okay, and I'd get like those TikTok edits where everything's in slow-mo.
What if she starts hanging around like George Clooney and shit, and now you're competing?
George Clooney was the first person you thought of?
All right, he's a little old. What if she starts hanging out with
Tom Holland.
Timothy Chalamet, Drew Starkey? My cousin likes Drew Starkey. Do you guys know who that is?
No.
Okay, he's from Outer Banks. I don't know who he is either.
Yeah.
But now the competition has been raised. How big of an ego would you have for your girl to be hanging around Timothy Chalamet and be like, no, I'm gonna come. No offense, come home to Bruno.
That's crazy.
Why did you say no?
I felt like that Bruno was like a little derogatory.
It was the other way around.
No, I mean I have like a good amount of self-confidence, and like I said, like I think at that point like I'd be famous too. So like they'd be thinking like everyone's hanging out with Bruno.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
What do you think over there on that couch?
Yeah, famous. Why not? That'd be fun.
You know what I would think? I think Bruno brought up an excellent point of if they were not famous and then you started dating them and then they became famous. I think that changes the story up for me a little bit versus if I started dating someone who was already famous. I think I would not date someone who's already famous.
Why?
It is from my understanding that with fame there's a lot of other stuff that comes with it, which includes a lot of negativity associated with it in terms of the society you're living in, and then there's a lot of explicit content that gets out there as well.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, there's also a lot of mental health issues that come with being famous, which a lot of people don't talk about, I feel. And all of these things, I think personally I would go for not famous and a quiet, nice relationship that not a lot of people know about. Getting your relationship public is also a big deal that I don't think I would like to have out there. What do you guys think?
He's asked me this before. I said not famous. It's too much attention.
What about attention? Do you know
Why are you interrogating me?
I'm doing Carter's job.
Thank you, Dick Sean.
Attention, like, you know the paparazzi and you can't go to the grocery store alone. Oh, that.
Look, I think there's two sides to it. I think although the mental health thing is true, that's very true.
What mental health are we talking about?
Like, you know, we take like a child star like Justin Bieber, right? Like he openly talks about like how he kind of was like just like fucked up in the head just because of all the attention that was on him from like being a child, and that's fair. Like I get that, but let's just put that aside to a sec. I want to say that if you're already dating the person and like let's say you, like you said, all the boxes have been ticked, so like you should already probably be confident that like they're with you and like they're very loyal to you as well. So like it doesn't matter if she hangs out with like Timothy Chalamet. Like Bruno said, like in fact it's like a flex. It's like haha, she's my girlfriend, but she hangs out with them, but she wants me, you know. And then to add on to that, you also get all the benefits of being rich. Like you get all those gift boxes, you get to go to these cool places. Bro, I could, if she's actually like famous, we could go to Dubai right now and go to the Palm Jumeirah, and then they're gonna be like, oh, you're famous, yeah, come, free room. And it's like the like look, at the end of the day, like yeah, there can be mental health problems and like bad stuff that comes with fame, but you also get a lot of good stuff that comes with fame, and therapy is affordable. So I mean, why not be famous and just pay for some therapy and just like work it out, you know?
It's interesting. It's an interesting.
That's why he chose the poop option. Yeah. Just get it done with and then deal with it for a week in the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm taking the polar bear. I'm learning from your jujitsu techniques.
I asked the question. I'm gonna say not famous, for the simple reason. Obviously, everyone's thinking about the perks of what it would be to date a famous person. I think that thinking long-term, big picture, obviously you want a family, you want, you know, a nice, strong household unit, family unit. Any of the perks that we're all talking about right now about being famous, I think would be better for me to try to go and work for those. So if you're talking about Dubai, you're talking about, I don't know what you guys were talking about, but I think that it's better to take that burden upon myself. I'll get us there. I'll figure it out instead of putting my girlfriend in the spotlight.
I feel like everyone likes being famous or likes the idea. I mean, a lot of famous people don't like being famous, but I think like us
Normies?
Earthlings, normies, like the idea of it.
Also, the premise of the question is like whether they are already famous or not. It's not like we're forcing them to be like they either are or aren't, you know.
Obviously, I know, but then once again, I guess that circles back to the mental health condition. Because like, what sort of stress is your girl gonna be under that you don't need to deal with, but you get all the perks, but she has to deal with all the shit? I'd rather, if you really want to go to the Dubai beach free hotel, whatever, so much, I will try to get us there so you don't need to freak out and go through like a crisis.
Honestly, though, in my opinion, like it's like anything that they will do will give them like being a U of T student is stressful, and you have to deal with like if you're dating someone at U of T, there's like an exam season, they're stressed as shit.
I mean, that's a different level than celebrity.
But not necessarily. Like stress is stress. Like even when they go into work, they'll have their own like issues that they have to deal with. This is just the issues of that particular side. We hear about it so much just because it's about all the people we care about in the media, but like what isn't talked about as much as like, you know, the people who are stressed like in their day-to-day jobs, like whatever job it is. So it's like I don't think that's a valid point to take away fame, because fame we know has its benefits, but like the stress is different with that type, but it's not like that's the only place where you will feel pressure and stress. So yeah.
One wrong move and the entire world comes after you. Like 99% of the world's population is like swearing at you. I think that's a different kind of stress that I would not want someone
That's
to
a
go
lot.
under.
One wrong sentence that you or your girl say, you guys get canceled into oblivion.
And then like it's like a lot of hate that comes towards you. I think like I get your point about like the stresses are different. I think the stress of dealing with what people think about you increases when you become more and more famous. You care more about what people think. Like right now, I don't think any of us could give a shit about like what other people might be thinking of us on a day-to-day basis. But when you're famous, you read those Instagram comments of like, okay, I posted this clip. What are people saying? And then those negative comments will stick in your head for much longer, and that's a different kind of stress I feel. Which
But why would you need them to stay in your head that much longer? Like, as long as you're on track with, like, let's say you're keeping your general PR up, you're not doing like blatantly stupid shit. The same way, like, you can get expelled from uni for doing blatantly stupid shit. Like, it's about being smart, and also, like, if I don't care now if people like just generally don't like me or do like me, I'm not a different person when I'm in that situation. It's just maybe to a bigger scale, but probably the same proportion. So I just think, like, keep who you are as the same person, act how you do, because you did get famous somehow in the context of this question. So it's like, it's fine. Just don't change and don't start to worry about it now that you are famous. It's the same thing, just to a bigger scale.
Another thing about dealing with hate, sorry, I don't know if Chris was going to say something or not. Okay. It's like when you're in the spotlight like that, a lot of people might think, oh yeah, you just need to deal with some fat ass in his basement calling you ugly. But it's actually, when there's that many people that see you, you'll actually get called out on your flaws that are real. Like, all of us have issues and flaws and problems, and we're not perfect angels. We're not God's gift or anything. We all are human beings that have our own downsides. But when you're in the spotlight, it's different when, obviously, like you said, a community of like 50 people, whatever, 100 people at U of T, doesn't matter. When there's 2 million people who are watching your every move, you're going to get called out on the shit that you're actually wrong for. It's not even about just like, oh, you look bad in this picture. It's like, this is something that you did, and you're a bad person for this, and you're like, oh, shit, maybe I was in the wrong. So you got to confront that every day. But anyways, that was my question.
Yeah, respect.
All right. We'll pass it over to Bruno.
I might need you to skip me. I need to think of a better question.
Let me lighten the mood a little
It's
bit.
good to have a healthy range.
We'll wait for Chris.
We'll wait for Chris.
Oh, a little pause. Ad break.
I have no sponsors. Unfortunately, not yet.
So we drop the beatbox.
So I'm gonna lighten the mood a little bit.
Okay.
So everyone, I'm not gonna answer this because I don't have an answer to this question.
You got to figure something
No.
out.
So so you all choose a friend here, sitting here. Just think of one person. So would you rather that person walking on you having sex with your dog?
What?
Whoa.
Would you rather that person walking on you having sex with your dog, or your dog walking on you having sex with that person?
How are you? Okay, why are you not answering the question?
I don't have an answer.
I think I can actually answer this pretty fast.
Okay, how about whoa, wait.
There's only one right answer.
What? No,
There's only one right answer.
You're either having
so
sex with your friend or your dog.
Wait a minute.
Who's
We
choosing
need
the
to
dog?
pick up the person. How about the person that walks in on you is the guy to your left?
No, just choose a random person.
No,
I
'cause
told
then you can manipulate the question.
thought of a person before.
My answer is so fast if I'm able to
Okay,
choose who it is.
Reed.
You can manipulate.
I choose to read. I choose to read.
No. You all thought of a person before I asked the question.
See, look, these
Well,
guys
I
are
don't-
friends. They're gonna f each other for nothing.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I would say though that one answer is like one answer is bestiality, and the other person watches you committing bestiality, and the other one is just gay sex, and the dog will probably forget it in like 2 days when you like feed it. When you like feed it food, it'll forget anything happened. And it's
You
bestiality.
won't forget. You gotta live with it.
Well, yeah, but I would also have to live with f***ing a dog and my dog.
That's true.
Dude, wait, hold on, wait. A couple things. Firstly, your dog will be less traumatized seeing you f*** your friend than it will when you f*** it, right? And the second part is like, at least you f*** with your friend, bro. Like, your dog is like, that's like a family member, bro. Like, you don't really want to be going into that territory. And like, if you could choose like low key, bro, like, dude, sometimes dudes be like caked up, like it's
All
like.
right. How are you?
Tell me I'm wrong, bro.
Follow up question to that. Wait, okay, let everyone answer.
Agree. Stand up. Stand up and turn around.
Chris, what do you think about this question?
Dude, the answer is f your friend.
Yeah.
How can you choose a dog?
I want to hear someone choose the dog. So
is it a male dog or a female dog?
It's a female dog.
Oh, no, she'll choose a friend.
Why did you
All right, so it's a male dog.
Ooh. Friend any day.
Okay.
I know you were thinking something different. You changed it because that was our opinion, bro.
What's the phone?
There's no follow-up. There's no follow-up.
What was the follow?
No, go on, Krishna. You might as well.
Okay. Also, is it like a golden retriever or like a little pug or is it like a husky? Oh, it's a small one. Oh yeah, then friend.
How is that? Wait, why is that?
Okay, no.
If he keeps adding conditions, they're gonna keep.
It's
being
one of those
fr-
huge mountain dogs.
Friend. What? I'm playing with you.
He asked me male dog or female dog, then he asked me which dog. And then he says friend.
I haven't answered the question yet.
Okay, I want to hear.
I don't know what to say.
Wow.
Okay, you guys are like.
You have to say which person would be
Dude,
first.
nah, Carter, that's crazy. Bro.
Okay, no, but you gotta.
That was
Wait,
gonna be my
whoa.
follow-up question.
Pause. Okay, we'll ask that after. You have to. What is the condition for this question? Because we're just talking in a theoretical sense. If we're actually supposed to be living this out, then you have to go through a process of converting your friend to be gay. You know how that might be gayer than the sex itself.
Well,
you
that's-
actually
that's-
trying to flirt him out and buy him roses and shit. He's liked women his whole life. You have to go through the stages of convincing him to fall in love with you.
Well,
You don't need
Well,
to fall in
actually
love for
raised a good
sex.
point because I was gonna like preface
This guy's
very
a whore.
quickly by just saying that like a human can consent and a dog can't. But then also if your friend isn't gay, then they're not really consenting either, and you can't really convert someone to being
That's what I'm
gay.
saying. We have 6 straight.
So
men.
neither are consenting, and I think that gets really
Convince your
dark.
friend, but you can't convince your dog.
Well, yeah, a dog can't consent.
I'm with you.
Yeah. But also, like, yeah, then neither are consenting, and then the question gets really dark. So I'd like to pass it on.
Why
Yeah,
can't
it
your
does.
friend consent?
No, like,
And he
you
wants
can.
consent.
probably wouldn't want to. Unless.
I think I agree with the premise of having sex with the dude. I don't want to get clipped saying that, but I just for in this context.
Carter's gonna keep all of us saying it and just clip it.
Yeah.
Have you seen that Black Mirror episode where the
Yeah,
president has
okay.
to f the goat
was
and he
a
can't
pig.
finish for an hour?
It was a pig.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay.
You what now?
He couldn't finish for an hour. He had to keep doing that on national TV.
Did he have to do it until he finished?
Actually, I heard
The camera's out of it.
This is-
I know. Before we continue, we're gonna take a break for the camera. It's overheated.
Yeah, okay.
It's probably a good part to cut off.
You can only ask your follow-up if you answer it. You have-
Wait, can we make sure the mic's good?
Hello.
Yeah, you're good. All right. Back from quick break. I want to start off the second half by raising a vote. Raise your hand if you think Krishna should answer his own question.
Yeah. Okay. I'll answer. The
That's 5
question.
out of 6. All right, let's go. Let's hear it.
So the follow-up question is.
No. Answer your own question.
Well, I choose the guy, obviously.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a fucking good dog.
All right.
I have a dog.
You
So it's much worse to imagine for me.
Yeah.
You guys don't have dogs, probably.
I don't think
What
that
the
really-
My dad has a dog.
Yeah, that's not okay. So the so the follow-up question is, who's the friend?
Go start with Chris.
You know, I'm gonna say Reeb.
He's gonna say,
Arif, stand up. Stand up and turn around. You need to show voices of Vic. Another thing, we also have a Zayn Malik lookalike in the room, so like.
That's true.
it's you.
Reeb's DM's gonna be flooded after this.
Yeah, they didn't hear you.
Dude, if I get like a bunch
Yo,
of
Chris-
in my DMs, bro, like.
Just asking to see your ass.
Nah, bro.
But yeah, Arif.
You guys go ahead.
That's.
Oh. Arif. Sorry, that was out of you. It looks like.
You guys can't just follow on my answer.
No, but I think this is a strategy because, like, if we know that 4 other dudes just f***ed the Reeb, maybe we'd be more comfortable to go.
Now it's like the easy
That's
choice.
what I'm saying. You can't choose a Reeb.
What?
Even
You guys are just
No, I'm
choosing me because it's
comfortable
Two is the
popular,
max.
like-
2 is the max.
Oh yeah. Okay.
2 is the back.
This is what they meant about like fame. Like now that I'm famous, like it's just everybody who just wants me.
I think I'd choose Chris actually then.
Why would you choose Chris?
I'm not gonna tell you why.
All right.
You guys did not respond to why you choose
That's
Arif.
my explanation. That's it.
All right.
You're welcome.
Bruno, who are you choosing? I'll give you the mic.
Well, see, I already chose. That was like the first way I answered this question was by choosing Reeb. But since I can't, I'll go Chris. Oh yeah, true. I'll go Krishna because he asked the question. But I'll feel a little bad if no one votes for me. So
Well then, no one says Carter.
I would say, I think I'd say Dick Shawn, because Dick Shawn would be the one who would be like the most likely to be able to make a joke out of it and be like, yo, bro, that's no problem. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think he could be. That was so racist. That was racist. I think he could make it funny. I think he could make it funny after it was over. That's my answer.
All right. So I know Chris already got a vote. So I'd love to oil up Bruno. That's my pick.
Oil up is crazy.
That was the answer.
Might as well like make it like cool, you know? Like I don't want. You get it.
The only thing I got from this was like Carter likes his men humorous in bed.
Okay.
There's
Thank
so many
you.
things wrong about that last statement.
Thank you, Dick Shawn. All right, we're gonna go to the next question. Thank you, Krishna, for that horrendous proposal. Bruno.
Oh, is this my question? Should I do something? I could do something like a little lighter.
Lighter than this?
Well, you said that was like. I don't think that was very light. Okay, I'll make it like a little more intellectual, and then someone else, probably Dick Shawn, will ask some crazy shit. Anyway, okay, so you can. This is a would you rather. So you can take. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just hypothetical. Anyway, you can get $10 million. But if you do, wait, I'm asking this really shit. If you take the 10 million, you're given a marble, and if you lose the marble, you die, and you can't attach it to yourself.
So it's like
That's the question.
thing, but opposite.
Like the snail, where the snail is following you around. Yeah, but it's about like if you lose it.
So what's the would you rather? Like would you rather take it?
No. Would you take the 10 million?
Would
If you take
10 million or not take 10 million?
If you take the 10 million, then you're given the marble. What do you mean by lose it? Like
Can I
drop
just
it?
keep it in my drawer?
Like you can't find it anymore.
No.
What are the conditions for
You always
losing?
have to carry it with you.
Oh.
You always have to carry it with you.
So it has to be within a 2-meter radius.
Yeah, and you can't like sew it into your skin, like something crazy like that.
I'll choose the 10 million. I'll make a necklace out of it.
So that's smart. You don't. But if you ever lose that necklace, you lose 10 million,
Yeah, that's.
or you lose your life. Actually, not 10 million.
you die, right?
I think it would be even more interesting if it's like you get 10 million and you keep the marble, but like there'll always be 10 people in the world who want to steal that marble off of you at any given time. Because then it's not that easy. Then you can't just have it as a necklace, bro.
I think you don't understand how difficult it would be to keep a marble on you for 80 years, 60 years. We're already 20.
Bro, but you put on a necklace, like it's not that bad.
Well, that shit breaks?
Yeah.
It's not gonna break.
What do you mean it's not gonna break?
It's gonna be covered with some.
In 60 years, it's not gonna break.
Like you get good quality, like they're not supposed to break after like I could get a watch, like I could get myself a nice ass watch and just put the marble in the watch, bro.
Yeah.
That thing's never gonna come off. But then if there's like 10 people who are always out to get me, then it's like, all right, now I have to like live a little bit differently and like.
End them off. Yeah.
I think that there's a added element to say that you might get used to the fact of having 10 million in your bank account and spend it all, and now you're stuck with no money and a marble for the rest of your life. Like I feel like Bruno would spunk
When did that happen? How do you lose the money and you still have the marble?
because
What
you
the
have 10 million to spend.
You spend it.
You spend it.
Okay, I see.
So I think Bruno could spunk it on a fucking bet 365 parlay,
Probably would.
and then
I
now
think
he
get
has to
50
live.
million out of marble.
Now the question changes.
The odds could tilt in a way that leaves him with a marble and a brokey at the same time.
Or he could win 100 million, and then have more money to protect the marble with.
Yeah, you could build like a whole like chamber for it, like a 10 million.
A necklace
Or
chain.
if it's 10 million, he can just keep betting on like minus 2,000 odds.
No,
And then
but like
keep
the one day you bet on like. No, but it'll be like the one day you bet on like Joel Embiid to score like more than 5 points, and then he'll get injured in the first minute.
It's like betting on LeBron to score in double digits. So
Bro, but and then look, LeBron's fucking 85. Like, what happens when he gets a groin injury and then he scores like 6 points?
That's a good point.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's always when you put money on it, the players will know. Like they will play like shit because they know. This always happens.
I want to ask a better question.
No, I answered.
Wait, Chris,
Everyone else answered.
Oh, true.
I don't know.
You taking the risk?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, nobody else is. It's only Christian that said it.
No marble.
Big Sean, what do you think?
No marble, no, risk.
marble.
Why?
I don't know. Just the water. Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about it. I was like, so you get $10 million and you keep a marble to protect, but that's like that's putting the lives of your loved ones in danger as well, because you're gonna eventually have a family. You're eventually gonna live in a house, and then the 10 people always after you to get the marble. But I think this is exactly what being rich is. There's always people after your lives, after your money, after everything. So then you hire bodyguards to like protect you. So I think I would go with the 10 million and like hire those kind of people to protect me and eradicate those 10 people from the world.
Yeah, what if you just hire 10 people to kill those 10 people?
Yeah.
You could do that. You could do that.
Okay, I have a new question. I think this one's better. Okay, so say you're at like a library. Say you're at Robarts and you like pick up a book and you start reading the book, and after like 20, 30 pages, you realize the book is your own life, and you're reading like from you were born, like you're up to like maybe you're like 2 or 3 years old, and you read until you're at the current day or current chapter, whatever that would be. Do you keep reading? How much would you keep reading? And do you think if you keep reading, you'd be able to stop?
Where did you hear this question?
No, I've seen that one.
I've seen it. I think it's a good question though.
I think I'd try to stop, but I wouldn't be able to stop.
Would reading the book in any way change the course of your life?
No.
And even after you read it, you can't change anything.
So it'll still be happening, whatever's in the book.
Oh,
Yeah,
like so you already
just
know.
know.
Okay.
You can't like be aware of.
Like even if you find out you're gonna be a millionaire or something, no, you're gonna be broke, then you can't stop it from happening.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I answered it.
I would be so curious to read, but I can't. I couldn't do that.
But do you think you'd have the power to like?
That's the thing. You need
Can you
you need the
imagine?
willpower.
Yeah.
Because like even like surely you'd at least read like the next page to see what's gonna happen like
Tomorrow. Yeah.
yeah like the next few weeks, like you would read that. But then once you're there, like do you not want to read like how the next semester starts?
You're like you made all these goals at the start of the semester. You just want to look at the end of the year if I did anything or not. And then you're like, okay, maybe I'll look at next year.
That ruins the point of living life. I was asked a question. First year, first semester, Phil asked me a question when I barely knew him. He said, if you could go into a coma right now for 4 years and wake up with a degree, with a good GPA, but you didn't have to deal with any of the stress of school, but you just got knocked out, you woke up and it's all done for you. When he asked me that question, because the start of university was a little bit stressful, as soon as he asked me that question, I have not been stressed about university since, because I realized that most people would say they would not do that. Because these 4 years are like meant to create so many interesting memories and just fun moments, life lessons, stuff that you experience and learn, which is the exact reason why I wouldn't want to read the fucking book, because that I don't know, that doesn't seem like life. That doesn't seem like you go into a mental torture if you read any further than where you are today.
Like, we all know this.
Exactly. I'm explaining why I'm
It's
not.
about willpower. We all know this.
Oh, so you're just asking the question about willpower.
Yeah.
If you could stop yourself. Well, obviously, I just explained why
Everyone
you should.
knows they shouldn't read. I think.
I think I would read the last page of the book, and that's it.
I think that's the single page
The last page is, the last page is actually just the next one. You're like,
Yeah,
You can only get to the page that's after the next page once you read the next page.
No.
It's like, so if you read the next page, then the next page becomes available. You know?
What if you then he's saying you read up to your present day and you see there's like 4 leaves left.
I misinterpreted what it.
That would be funny. Chris, would you?
Nah, I don't think so. Cause yeah, I think it's like, if you know what's gonna happen, that's kind of sad, bro. It's like you already know what you accomplished. So like, why'd you do that?
I'm gonna change my answer to no. But what if you read the book and then you find out you become a billionaire in the future?
So,
and then you can just not do anything now and still be a billionaire.
No, because that's not how it, like you.
No, that is how a question works.
No, but you still do the things that it would say that you were going to do in the book. It's not about doing nothing.
Like if if the next page was like you meet the shittiest friend of your entire life next month, why would I want to go and like? Of course I wouldn't want to go and meet them, but then if I don't go and meet them, then the whole point changes. Like then it's not there anymore.
No, that's the thing. Nothing can change. You can't change anything.
Yeah,
That's the point.
So then if I like you can't, but like it's the same way you can't. If I find out I'm gonna be a billionaire in 20 years, like. I can't not do anything now because then I won't be a billionaire in 20 years.
You will still be a billionaire.
But that's
the question.
I think.
The question is just like you find out.
Yeah, I think most of the value of what we do in the present is like what doing this now will be able to like accomplish for us in the future. So I think if you were to know exactly what was going to happen and you had no power in changing that, you would feel like just lifeless. There would be no reason to like really try for anything, make any like, you know, friendships, relationships, work at all. You know, you already know what's gonna happen. You lose all your value. Yeah.
It's true. We'll go to the next question.
Okay.
Thank you, Bruno, for your 2 questions.
I wrote down the question, and would you rather be the villain who is remembered throughout history, or the hero who is forgotten?
So deep ass question.
The villain.
Villain?
Bro thinks he's Aristotle.
He asked his friends this question. He was
No, but I typed it out for them. I asked them for inspiration, you know.
I want you when you're editing that, I want you to put the like that TikTok sound is like dung 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 like that one when he's asking that, because that's such a like clippable question.
You're going to have to send that to me. I'm not too sure. I'm obviously going to say the hero that's forgotten, but I'll wait to give an explanation.
Yeah, I think it's also just the hero. I think it'd be nice to be remembered, but I don't think it's good to be remembered for bad things. So I don't know
Who
why.
said villain?
Well, no.
You
Krishna said
I don't want to be remembered like
Krishna
Hitler.
would rather be
I
Hitler.
don't want to be remembered like Hitler. I was thinking more of like comic book stuff. That's why.
All right. I guess we can't give any examples of heroes that are forgotten because nobody remembers who they are.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Oh, facts.
Wow.
That's fucking obvious. Why are you guys thinking that's what the question is? But there's plenty of heroes that every day that probably die in war. How many soldiers are dead in Ukraine that we don't know about? Obviously, it's not our country. No one here's Ukrainian.
Look at me.
Just said Bangladesh.
No, this is a diverse couch. Couple couches. I wasn't sure, but no, like we've had ancestors that have been in wars, and like they're not in history books. I still would rather that. I would give a spiritual answer. A Christian's gonna make fun of me though, because God knows you as a hero, right? No one's feeling that.
I feel that.
All right,
That was good. That was good.
Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, hero. That's a stupid ass question.
I agree. I don't even think. I think villain is already so extreme because then you're thinking like the dictators and like, you know, all the genocides of the past. Like I think even just being remembered for doing bad is worse than not being remembered at all.
Really? Okay.
You
I
can
think
be, can I add something? You can be a villain to one country and then a hero to
exactly. That's the way I was thinking about the question. You
Interesting.
know.
Okay, so because no one heard that, she said you can be a villain to one country and a hero to another.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
being
gonna be a hero to India and a villain to Canada.
what are you gonna do?
You might definitely get clipped by that.
Yeah, you're going straight back home
from
tomorrow,
Canada.
bro. Your student visa's getting canceled.
I'm not saying.
I mean, he did actually when Trudeau accused India of sending some guy to assassinate one of the Canadian religious leaders.
No, to assassinate the Indian leader here.
Yeah, the Sikh.
Yeah, the Sikh. Sorry, the Sikh.
Yeah.
He's because there was tensions building between Canada and India, and Christian's like, I hope you know I'm not on this fucking team.
Yeah, he asked me that stupid fucking question. He's like, if there was a war, would you fight for Canada or India? What the do you think I'm gonna say? India.
I have a question. Krishna, if like say Trudeau was sitting here on this podcast, would you fight him for
I have
what
nothing
for what
against
he's
Trudeau.
accused of?
I
No.
was just taking Trudeau all day. Round 3. Round 3, Krishna by submission. By like luck, yeah. You know, okay, wait. Like, okay. I have another variation to the question. I have would you rather be like worldwide recognized as like a petty villain? Like, let's say like you were the person that like added 10 seconds to every global like street crossing light, you know, some shit like that. Or
like the net neutrality guy, you know that guy? How everyone hated him on the internet.
Like the guy who made pop-up
but like something
ads.
that people motherfuckers just like throughout the rest of history they'll just remember you like you're just kind of annoying. Like why'd you do that? Okay. Or would you rather like just be like actually no just would you want to be that? Because I just think that'd be kind of
Would you
funny.
rather be that guy?
Or
Would you
like
rather-
not be
so
that
his
guy.
question is, would you rather be that guy or not?
Yeah, and
Or would you be
honestly,
a
to be
normal
honest with
person?
you, I feel like it would be kind of jokes. Like it would be kind of jokes to be that guy. Like, cause if like let's be real here. We're, like none of us are probably going to be remembered for like the rest of time, right? At least right now.
Speak for yourself.
So, yeah. when Bruno gets drafted, then it's a bit different. But like for now, we'll assume none of us are. So wouldn't it be kind of jokes to just be like the guy who made it legal for all children to like have to step on a Lego before graduating? Like how funny is that shit? Like, bro, like that's not even that serious. You didn't kill anyone. You're just a dick. Yeah, that's so
Someone
funny.
does die. Like say like take your like
that's natural selection at that point,
say you're
bro.
the crosswalk example, and if that crosswalk had been 10 seconds shorter, this person would have been able to like cross the road and save this person's life.
But you know that's.
But they
literally
had to
the
wait,
opposite.
and
10
now-
seconds added to a crosswalk literally makes it safer. Like it means people literally have more time to cross the crosswalk.
No, you
No,
mean...
you-
Oh, you mean it's like annoying for the drivers?
No, it's just more that you-
Okay, what if
Everybody.
what if this guy's like pregnant wife is in the back seat, and now at every crosswalk he has to add an extra 10 seconds?
And then he goes through and then he kills like 5 people. Because it was fucking 20 seconds instead of 10 seconds.
But it was on him, dude. That's not my fucking fault.
No, but it was because
You
of
were
your
the
rule.
one who said add the 10 seconds.
You're the person.
Look, he went off at 12 seconds.
Bro, hate the player, not the fucking game, bro. Like it's.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about
We're hating on you. We're not hating on the game.
I'm the game master.
We're hating on you.
I made the rule, bro. If you want to like fuck around and like do some stupid shit, like that's not on me, bro. Like I actually I'm gonna be so for real. Like that's on you. Like I'm just the one who made it like that rule like for fun. But like if you want to go kill people, like that's not on me, bro. Like you do that. Like I don't f- with it. But like you do that if you're gonna do that. But like don't put my name on it. That's kind of like damn, bro. Like keep me out of your shit, you know.
How much do you guys value legacy?
Very much so.
And you would still not be remembered. You would still die not being remembered.
See, it's once again, I'm going to give you a fucking boring answer because I have God, because I believe in God. This fixes all the stupid ass questions you're asking about being a crosswalk legend or whatever the fuck he said. This satisfies it all because I know that my legacy, even though maybe it's not cemented in history books or the minds of millions of people.
You have voices of Vic.
Okay, well, sure. But because I have faith, I think that whatever legacy I build, as good as I can get it to be, then that'll be my reward. I don't need recognition from people. I need recognition from God.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't really argue that.
Anyways, are you good for this question?
Yeah.
I'm going to Christopher.
Alright. Would you rather save 10 lives or look like Krishna?
I knew it was gonna be a talking for some reason. I knew it.
That's such a good question.
That's a good question.
Well, I'm gonna choose look like Krishna. Wait, what's...
You would rather
Wait,
not save 10 lives?
Do I get the beard and the fade or just like the face?
everything.
Wow. Dude, that's so tough.
The beard jeans.
Yeah,
That's such a trade-off. I
What
really
is
want
this
a beard.
question? I can't.
Look like Krishna or save 10 lives. You pick one.
So if you look like Krishna, you're killing 10 people? Or you're just not saving 10 people?
The same
That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
thing.
You're
That's
killing 10 people if you choose to look like Krishna. Okay, you're letting 10
Oh,
people
I
die.
see. I see.
No. If I'm not saving you, doesn't mean I'm not
But
killing
when you
I'm
go to
killing
sleep
you.
at night with that beautiful Krishna face, you're gonna remember those 10 people.
Oh, I'm choosing the. I'm choosing to look like.
At that
I'm choosing to look like Krishna.
Okay, whoa, wait. Let's clarify the question. You either look like Krishna or 10 people randomly in the world get snapped away from existence like Thanos.
Oh, so then you are killing.
You are killing them.
Krishna.
Yeah, so what's the answer?
I don't know why I had to make it such a serious clarification for such a stupid ass question, but. Dick shot?
I feel I'm halfway there. All right.
That's fair enough.
It's like only 5 people died then.
Do you grow facial hair?
No,
Oh.
not yet.
Well, that's the biggest part of me.
What do you mean not yet?
big
You're in
Krishna.
4th year.
I just can't. I need more time.
Puberty will hit. Trust.
It's not in my
trust.
genes.
Puberty will hit.
Thank you for the question, Chris. I don't know how much longer we could stay on that one.
I have a good I think the whether you're killing or like not saving brings up like the one of those like ethical questions. So I just want to ask, say there's a disease, and in order to get the vaccine, say there's like 1,000 people in your country, right? And in order to get the vaccine, you have to yourself kill 10 people to whatever, use them as test subjects, whatever. Would you do it?
Yes.
That's quick.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's my
100%.
question. I just want you.
That's like saving so many more people than like. Yeah, it's gonna be unfortunate who the 10 people are, but
But you had no power in the disease. Like they would die regardless.
can I choose the 10 people who I kill?
No.
No. No.
Yeah.
Damn,
No,
you
no,
don't-
no.
I'm sorry.
And they're
Wait,
all-
wait,
and they're all
pause,
innocent.
pause.
And they're all innocent.
How many? So you're saying there's a disease, you're creating a vaccine. Certain amount of people need to die to test whether it can work for the
Yeah.
mass majority. How
Also,
many
everyone-
people?
Everyone will know that it was you who had to sacrifice.
How many?
Wait, what if you kill the people and then you? How effective is the vaccine?
Well, yeah. How many people are you
You can't
saving?
bring them back to life. These people are dead.
No, but how
Obviously.
effective is the vaccine after you kill
you
those
find the
people?
cure. It's the cure.
It'll save like the
How many
majority
people? How many people will save?
100%.
The majority, more than the majority of the people in your.
So like
country.
51.
No, there was like 1,000 people. Say it saves like 700 people.
But they weren't meant to die. They could have not died.
I think the number of people that have the disease and that are gonna die without the vaccine is important.
Okay, say those 10 people that you kill weren't gonna die from the disease.
Okay. And how many people have the disease that are gonna get the vaccine and get saved?
No, the question is how many people have the disease who are gonna die without the vaccine?
Oh, okay. So say there's 500 people that will die.
500 versus 10 innocent.
Yeah.
And
10
500
innocent. 10 innocent that wouldn't have died otherwise.
Who is that? I can't see.
So Mark. Okay, and the vaccine you're saying is 100% safe after it's been tested. So all 500 are going to survive.
Yeah, sure.
No, he just said 70%.
Okay, but even say all 500.
All 500.
Why is this a difficult question? It's a simple answer.
It's not.
Yeah.
Because you have to understand, you have to know what is the ratio of innocent human life to likely unhealthy human life. Okay? This is the exact problem with vaccines in general. Because I think this is an easier question because the ratio is 1 to 50.
Let's not go on a rant about
No,
vaccines.
it's true. This is the same thing about this is a 1 to 50 ratio. This seems a little bit easier. But if it was, would you rather kill one person who's, let's say, healthy, let's say they're athletic, let's say they're in shape, they eat the right food, and then there's two unhealthy people who need the vaccine to survive? Where is the trade-off? Do you think that one guy deserves to die more than those two who didn't take care of their health? Come here. Come here.
sit here, then.
Come in here. Come in here, Mark. Come here. Right here. Right here. Right here.
All right, I would say because the vaccine doesn't always. Huh? Because the vaccine doesn't always 100% stop like infection every single time. It doesn't work every single time.
But
if
he
you have
just,
two
said,
people-
he just said it works 100% of the time.
Yeah. This is a magic
say
vaccine.
It doesn't work.
Okay, well,
vaccine.
there's no such thing as a magic vaccine.
This is a
The real
hypothetical
vaccines,
question.
the real vaccines, the reason that healthy people have to take them too, is so that they don't spread the disease to unhealthy people. And also, you really never know how healthy you are. Some people, they get heart problems, they get heart attacks, they get all, they said the vaccine was giving people heart problems, but COVID gives people more heart problems. So, I don't know.
Wait,
Okay.
My hypothetical was.
What's your answer?
My answer? Give everyone the vaccine.
I think you walked. I think you walked in on a bad time. You thought we were just debating the COVID vaccine. The question. So the question was the hypothetical. If you have 500 people in your country, and most of them will die from this disease, and in order to get the vaccine, you need to kill 10 people that wouldn't have died otherwise, because you need to test on them, whatever. You consciously have to kill 10 people that would not have died because of the disease, and then the others can, get the vaccine and live.
Yeah.
You'd kill them?
Yeah. You wouldn't let 500 people die for the sake of 10.
Yeah, but they would have.
That's a good answer.
They would have died anyway.
Yeah, but it's not like well, they're not going to die because of the vaccine. It's like the leather.
That's exactly what it is. So,
No, but for this one, you actually have to kill them while you're a doctor. You actually have to kill them.
I don't think it really makes a difference if you're.
Okay, this guy's
You
a fucking
just stab
psycho. He has to do it because he's planning to be a doctor,
Okay,
right?
it may not feel as good, but like it's the same exact thing.
okay, we need to establish the ratio because that's what this question is talking about.
Bro, the
Think
ratio
about
is not important.
The question is yes or no, not finding the
No, I
exact
guess you
ratio.
could even do it 2 to 1, 2 people to 1.
Yeah.
You think 2 to
It's
1
the
is
same
fair?
thing. 2 to 1,
Because
500
I
to
think
1
the
is the same
premise.
thing.
I think the premise of this question, how you answer it, doesn't change with like.
Do you
the
anyone like
ratio.
to save 2?
I think it's the idea of like you ending a life that shouldn't have been ended versus letting people die. I don't think the ratio should really change.
What do you mean shouldn't have?
For me, the ratio.
These are 2 people that have the disease and will die. So it's like the idea of you're not like changing the course. That's why I don't think the ratio
So you
matters.
should be saying it was their fate. Like
Fate,
that thing.
Yeah, but like I assume they were born in a hospital, so maybe it was their fate, like half of them to die in the hospital. Because without
guys,
hospitals,
guys.
then people would be like would die.
I think we're going too deep into this question.
I don't think this is what the point is.
I have,
them all the vaccine. Give them all.
I have a new question. Just, I feel like we're good with the vaccines.
Say.
All right.
Let me ask you guys a very hypothetical
Can I
question though.
quickly ask mine real quick?
Okay.
Should guys pay for every date?
Jesus. Bonus question.
What, it's on me first?
Yes.
Yes.
I think they should.
I think it depends.
I think it does depend. I think any special event, I think the guy should be paying because I think it's a nice gesture, but I think it's kind of like a weird like. I don't think it should be always because I think that makes it like a weird like power dynamic kind of.
I think like on like a special event, or usually I want to pay, but I don't think that means that guys should pay. It's just because I want to. Doesn't mean that I think other people should have to.
Yeah, I think like the expectation is a bad thing, but I think it's still nice. Like, it's a nice thing that you're paying for. It's like it's like even like with my family, like it's nice to like pay for my family, but I think it's always like you're put in a weird position if you're like expected to pay, and then even if you're not being used, you feel like you're being used a little bit.
Yeah, it's
But I
like you
think it's
shouldn't.
nice. I think it's
You
just a
shouldn't
good
have
thing.
to pay, but you probably will pay.
Dick Shaw, what do you think?
No, I agree. I think like it shouldn't be a set rule, but I think a general idea maybe could be whoever asks you out has to pay. Whoever asks who out.
No, but it's the everyday thing, not just the first.
Yeah, like it's not just a first date. Like let's say
Like
you're
doing
starting
a
to,
relationship.
you're with someone every day.
I think 50-50. I would go for 50-50.
Yeah, and I also think.
I'm gonna tear this apart, but just go.
Well, I also think relationships should like, generally, if you're thinking long term, they should trend towards 50-50 in like most parts of the relationship. Like it should be like a joint effort on everything. So I think it's nice, like, yeah, first few dates or like whenever. I mean, it's different for everyone. But I think generally things should trend before 50-50. But you should always, I think in anything, you should always offer.
Okay, I'll come back to that, but I want to hear Chris. What do you think?
I think, yeah, 50-50.
Chris has been given just the
No,
most
no, no, no,
matter
no.
of fact
Okay, wait, hold on.
one-liners all
Okay,
for the last hour.
Not 50-50. Like, I think if you're in a proper long-term relationship, it shouldn't matter at all. Like, if you guys are like trying to like keep track and like think of like, oh, who's paying for what, like that's kind of weird. So like, I think if you're really in a proper long-term relationship, it doesn't matter. Just whoever wants to pay pays, and I'm sure it'll eventually even out to 50-50 or come back around. So yeah.
Did you have something to add?
No, I was just gonna say, I think me personally, like I like to pay for, say, like anniversaries or birthdays, of course. But then I do agree with 50-50 just because I think the whole like dudes have to pay for every date thing, it stems from kind of just the tradition of like being a gentleman and like you have to pay for everything. But we're also moving to a world where it's not just like the dude is the breadwinner, you know, both like I would say women and men work relatively equally now and they both like earn relatively equally. So I just feel like it's a little bit a thing of the past in the sense that like with the way things are going, I think 50-50 is fair. I just think like splitting when you should is fair. Yeah, that's my piece.
Just because Areeb's talking, we're still on the same camera, by the way.
like mosquito bites, so
That's fine. Okay, so I'm in the minority. I'm okay with being in the minority on this. Bruno said 50-50. So I agree 50-50 in this context. You're saying, let's say that me and Bruno live together, okay? We live we share a bathroom. Let's say we live in our own house. And every week, Bruno needs, we agree that every week we need to buy 10 apples and 10 bananas for the house, okay? Whoever buys what, this is the system. His 50-50, or I guess everyone's 50-50, is he has to buy 5 apples, 5 bananas. I have to buy 5 apples, 5 bananas for the house. That way we have 10 of each when we start the week. My version of 50-50 is you buy 10 apples, I'll buy 10 bananas, and then we'll have 10 of each for the week. In this context of a date, I'm gonna pay for every single date. That's fine. Not because I'm a simp, not because I'm a bitch, but because
no one's calling you a simp because you're paying for a date with your girlfriend.
I have expectations. I have other expectations for my girlfriend, which does not revolve around paying. I'll pay for everything, but you have to take care of the 10 apples. I got the 10 bananas. I'll do this thing if you can do that thing. It's still 50-50. We're still putting in the same amount of effort into the relationship. It's just in different contexts, in different ways.
So it's just monetary versus non-monetary.
Sure, if you want to use that example. If we're going to talk about monetary, yeah, I'll pay for this. In return, can you X, Y, Z?
That's what monetary versus non-monetary.
Okay, sure. Thank you. But you understand what I'm saying?
I get where you're coming from, but are you saying that like, at least for your own opinion, like as a guy, you should be like that's like your role, or like that's what part of what you are contributing, and then what they're contributing is like other stuff, but like those like the monetary stuff is for you to cover?
Yeah, and obviously like, because I think about this a lot. People ask me, why do you talk so much about relationships? Dudes normally don't talk about relationships. I think it's because relationships revolve around the most important decision of your life, which is who you get married to. I think in your life, that is the number one most crucial decision that you have to make. So you need to understand, like, what are your expectations? What do you want from this relationship? I think that men have roles, and obviously, like, there's expectations. Some guys are less masculine, some women are less feminine. Maybe it works in that way. But I think traditionally, at least for me, I have jobs as a boyfriend or a husband. I expect the person I'm with also to fulfill their jobs. And I think that that's how you build a relationship up, not necessarily by you do half of all the jobs, I do half of all the jobs, but I do these, I get the bananas, you get the apples, and we're set.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of always impossible to disagree on this kind of thing, because I think every relationship is different. I just think for me it's like a little old-fashioned and like traditional, but I think that's like, yeah, like I said, every relationship is different. And yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, there's some rules, but I think, I don't know, the way I see it, relationships should be like pretty 50-50 on everything, not keeping track. Like Chris said, I think keeping track leads to like a bad kind of environment where you always feel like this isn't really a relationship, but like I went on a trip with my friends and we got to the point where like everything was being like tracked. If someone like bought like a spoon for someone, it was like going on this app, and then it just feels like everything, where it could just be like, oh, you bought me the last sandwich, I bought you this one. So I don't know, that was kind of like a tangent, but
I don't know. I would also say that, well, okay, I get where you're coming from. It makes sense, but not everyone. There are times where you know, if you like someone who definitely earns more than you, and you're not earning, you don't have a job right now, I don't know if it's the fair expectation for you to still try and hustle that out and like from your savings, you know, like go in and like bring in 50% to the table, where at some point in your career, I feel like it's okay for the woman to like, you know, pay. And like I think that's why I said 50-50, you know, like you guys back each other up. So like in this stage when I don't have a job, when I'm like struggling to like, you know, make ends meet and all that, and we still want to go on dates, we still want to like, you know, keep that romance, be happy in a relationship, it's fine for the woman to pay. I wouldn't like, there wouldn't be anything wrong with it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And obviously, like, I'm giving an answer to it's a hypothetical question. That's what this whole podcast is. It's in the perfect scenario, how would I want things to be set up?
Yeah.
Obviously, there are people with all sorts of issues and problems, and they're in different scenarios, and they were dealt a different hand of cards in life.
Yeah.
So there's ways that can not hold, for sure.
That is true.
All right. I will sign off. The battery's almost dead, so.
Good stuff.
Wait, Chris, do we do a outro song right now?
Well.
That'll be so fun.
That's like good. You know, good mythical morning.
Yeah. Bruno, do an outro. Like,
This was V. Oh. V.
All right. Thank you.
thank you guys for watching, and you're watching Visney Channel.
I appreciate the outros. I'll give Dick Shunt the last word. You want to sign us off?
Yes, thank you for having us here. It's been great. It was really interesting questions we've been a part of. Hopefully some of them don't make it to the final cut. And like, subscribe, share.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, VOV Podcast. That's Chris, Dick Shunt, Krishna, Bruno, myself, and Arib. We'll see. Arib might come on for a solo if you guys want to hear more of his shit. If.
Based on the questions he's asked today.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Like the shit fest this was, and follow on Instagram at Voices of Vic. We'll see you next Sunday, next video. Next month. Yeah. Peace out.